Hello everybody, welcome to carverhub. I'm John.
I'm Jax.
Today is Wednesday, March 29th, and we are in integrated project schedules.
Clubs this week are gardening on Mondays and Wednesdays. We have drum performance on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 7 p.m. Student tickets are $5. Adults are $10. We also have GSA on Thursday, and backpacking club is going to Yosemite Park over spring break, and it's to be announced.
Next, we have a segment on the charter renewal.
Today we're going to be covering the George Washington Carver charter renewal. That was at 6:30 p.m. and the location was the Cerna Center. First of all, when I went there, it was very nice. The chairs were laid out, everyone had a seat to sit in, a lot of space. There was a lot of people there, a lot of schools there that were there for their charter. So she talked about some of the facts about our school. You know, we're a Waldorf school. This is the first public Waldorf high school in Northern America that we know of. 75% of students at George Washington Carver go to a 2-year college. 50% of students enter a 4-year college. 20% enlist in the military. So students have hands-on activities, she explained. Diversity is very important here. She also explained to the council. It was very good. She talked about we're very focused at George Washington Carver about becoming connected as human beings, which I thought was very beautiful to hear. Just to hear that students would want to be more connected with the environment and with social justice and what's going on in our world today, which are some pretty crazy things. So it was nice to hear. And then Mr. Preston, the Spanish teacher from George Washington Carver, also talked about how great George Washington Carver was. He gave many reasons about students and examples of them engaging and how a deeper understanding for certain subjects is performed at George Washington Carver. Today we're here with Mr. Preston, a George Washington Carver teacher, to talk about the charter renewal. Mr. Preston, thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
All right, so I got some questions for you. So, what are your concerns when going through a renewal for the charter schools?
Well, not so much concerns, but what I want to make sure of is that we have all of our information in proper order and that we are communicating to the Board of Trustees at the Sacramento City Unified School District, who grants us the charter renewal every 5 years, to make sure that we communicate clearly and effectively the performance standards that we uphold and that we have all of our data that backs that up, and to show that we are, in fact, serving the community very effectively here at George Washington Carver, so that the district will see that and then will grant us the renewal to continue offering this Waldorf education to the general public.
Okay. Did George Washington Carver get approved for the renewal?
Absolutely. Yes, we did.
Great. So as a teacher, do you think charter or even private schools are more effective than public schools?
Eric, that's a good question. I think that effective schools can be created in a variety of formats, whether it's a Waldorf school, a charter school, or a public school or private, when teachers are committed and families are engaged. And that's what we've managed to develop here at Carver. Committed students, committed teachers, and engaged families. So when we have those three elements in place, I think any school can be effective.
Okay. How can people learn more about Carver's charter renewal?
That's a good question, Eric. I would invite people to come to the school itself, visit a few of the classes, come on a visit day if you are genuinely interested in learning more about our school environment and what we have to offer here. Also, you could speak directly with Dr. Alessandre, our leader, as well as visit our website at carverartsandsciences.org to get more information about the renewal process.
Okay. So on a personal note, how did you become involved with George Washington Carver High School?
I'm glad you asked. Eric, I was sending my children to a Waldorf school 10 years ago, before our school opened.
Wow.
In Phoenix, Arizona, and through word of mouth from some of the parents and teachers there, I heard of the possibility of the first public Waldorf charter high school in the nation opening up here in Sacramento, which piqued my interest very greatly. So I pursued contact with Dr. Alessandre and eventually met with her and joined the team here at the very beginning of the school year, opening up over 9 years ago. In 2008 was our first set of classes that we offered in September of 2008, and it was
Wow.
It's been a grand journey ever since then.
Great. All right. Thank you for your time.
You're very welcome.
George Washington Carver, I know, also has, we call it Mang Lesson at George Washington Carver. That's where students get to go into deeper thought and learning about certain subjects. So it really helps students get involved and learn more and become more connected with whether it's history or poetry or science. It's just a really great way to get involved. Then a student from George Washington Carver, Jade Thomas, she stated that she came from a large school in Los Angeles. She said, in her words, "Carver, though, has encouraged me to pursue my college dreams and to explore different opinions." I thought that was really nice. Very positive. Parents also spoke positive about Carver and called it a diamond. It was called a diamond 2 times. Even one, it was called a diamond by the council too. One of the board members said, "Every time I go to Carver, I feel good." So that was very nice to hear. So obviously there was a lot of positivity in the room of George Washington Carver. That's all today, folks, for the Jaggi Show. Hope you have a nice day.
Thanks for watching, and join us next week on
Carver Hub. Hi, today on Gamberts, we're going to be talking about Puck, it's just good old Tupac. Arlo, what's going on with you?
Well, my Meemaw just passed, and my parents don't want me in the house anymore.
Yeah, so anyways. So Tupac, right? Or was he? Edgy. So, okay.
America's red, white, and blue. What does that mean for the rest of us? What does that mean for the best of us? You know? Makes you think.
What does that mean for the West of us?
West side, the crest side. Tupac. More like 3 Pac. America's red, white, and blue. What does that mean?
Too many colors if I may say so myself, you know what I mean?
Thank you.
What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean?